What's up everyone, it's Rich Brecklin, your Arizona real estate agent, and thank you for coming along. Today we're at the beautiful Santan Mountains in Queen Creek, and I thought of no better place to shoot this video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the pros and the cons of moving to and living in Queen Creek. Now, I absolutely love Queen Creek. It is a growing area, and more of my clients are choosing to call Queen Creek home. And you may ask, well, why? What is it about Queen Creek? Well, first of all, it is located Southeast Valley, east of Gilbert, and really kind of, I don't want to say off the beaten path because it's growing and growing. It's not like, you're out in there in God's country, but in some parts of Queen Creek, there is that. But I really just want to break down some of the really great things about Queen Creek and maybe some of the not great things that would be a deal breaker for you. Now, like you're probably watching this channel and this video because you are considering making a move to Arizona and possibly Queen Creek, and that's exactly what we did. My family and I relocated from Illinois to Arizona. We absolutely love it, and so many of my clients do the exact same. Find me on YouTube, reach out, and we help get them to their next, dream location. So let's start with some of the pros, and might as well kick it off with what I'm doing right now. And we are out here at the Santan Mountains. Now, as I shoot this, it is mid-April, and it is 80 degrees, nice little breeze, and we're at the Santan Mountain Regional Park. One of my favorite places, our family's favorite places to go. And one, it's affordable. It's either $7 a day, or you can buy a year pass for $85, which to me is such a bargain and well worth it. You can use it at any of the Maricopa County parks, and it's just good to get out, get some exercise. You can ride your horse out here if you have one. You can ride your mountain bike, walk, hike, run. I mean, we take our kids out here and we're not going on, 3-day hikes, but there's trails that are just very manageable. We'll say manageable.
Go ahead, you got it.
We had a ton of rain over the winter and the lower temps, and just the greenery and the super bloom that has happened here has made this area even more beautiful. So pro number one would just be having the mountains here, having just the outdoor life and things you can do outside. An area where, keep this in mind, where people pay to come travel to visit and use their vacation time, where now you get to do, on your downtime, but you don't have to travel. I mean, this is now your life. So for me, that is probably my top pro, is just the outdoor life here in Queen Creek. My next pro would be just the cost of living. And yeah, home prices have gone up, and even in Queen Creek, they have gone up quite a bit as well. But for some of my clients who've looked moving into, Gilbert, well, they found Gilbert to be, you don't get quite the house for the money compared to Queen Creek. And that is honestly, it's called Queen Creek to grow and grow and grow. And you have, a lot of growth still happening with new builds. But what you pay in Queen Creek is going to be less than what you pay in Gilbert. Definitely less than what you're gonna pay in Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, Carefree, places like that. But you still get an amazing home. And maybe you're just not on, a budget. Maybe that isn't really your main concern. But the other thing I love about Queen Creek is the neighborhoods. Now, if you want the master plan community, the new build community, they have that here. Or maybe you do want that country life, that country setting, and that's common in Queen Creek. You can find homes on acreage where you can have a horse, have your little farm, and get away from, having neighbors. So that's one thing I love about Queen Creek. And we came from an area where we had space and land, but again, for me, that's a pro of Queen Creek is, the more affordable housing, and then the different options for where you get to call home. And on that same topic, just the growth and the development that has happened here. Now, this will also be part of a con I'll get to, but more and more people moving here, more jobs, more places opening up, and just for the growth. And for the longest time, Queen Creek didn't have their own police department. Well, now they do. So I think they're only taking lateral transfers, but they were, seeing that and seeing it go from that small town to where it has grown and grown. It'll be interesting to see when that new census comes out. But the growth and development of Queen Creek is another pro for me. Another pro would be the school district. So Queen Creek School District, how they have set up their education system, and my friends who live in Queen Creek, they cannot say enough good things about the school district and just the fundamentals of leadership that their kids are being taught. So, I know Arizona, sometimes they get a negative connotation with their school district because of the funding, but with more and more homes, more and more businesses, it is funded quite well, and the level of education the kids are getting here is definitely high quality. And like I said when I started this video, it is 80 degrees in April. So we all know Arizona gets hot, but if you're looking for those beautiful days, clear blue skies, and nice warm winters, then this would definitely be a spot I would check out. And we don't mind the summers. Doesn't mean you won't mind them, because it does get warm. But the weather in Arizona, 300 plus days of sunshine, is a huge pro for us. And we talk, where would we move to next if we left Arizona? And I don't know, it'd be hard. Definitely nowhere cold, I will tell you that. But yeah, the weather is definitely a huge pro for us. Now, everything isn't always sunshine and rainbows, so there's always some cons, right? And Queen Creek is no different. So for me and my clients and people I talk to, some of the cons, when it comes to the weather would be the weather. Obviously, when I come out here in July, I'm not coming out here in the middle of the day. I'm coming out here early morning, or sometimes real late after the sun has gone down, because that just doesn't make sense, because 115 degrees is warm. No matter how many ways you slice it, it's hot, and watch out for the bugs. Now, and speaking of bugs, if we're worried about scorpions and snakes, well, they are out here. Last time I was out here hiking, I just about stepped on a rattlesnake. Thankfully, I went my separate way, he went his. We're good. But there are scorpions out here, so I definitely recommend my clients, when they're buying a home, get it treated. Don't have water sitting, because you do not want to find a scorpion in your shoe. Another con would be just the congestion. So it has grown and growing and growing, which is great, right? In more developments, more communities. However, in Ellsworth Loop, for example, gets so congested. It's like the main way in to Queen Creek, to the neighborhoods, to the businesses. And I hate driving there, in the morning and in the late afternoon. Like when I leave shooting this, I know I'm gonna be stuck in traffic, because everyone I feel like in Queen Creek is also on that same road. So hopefully that gets corrected as the years go on, as this becomes more and more popular place to call home. But for me, that just the congestion is a big con. Another con for some people is just, it is a little far out. So if you work in Phoenix or anywhere in the West Valley, living in Queen Creek, well, it may not be somewhere you want to live, depending on how comfortable you are with the commute. So being a little bit further out may be too far for some, just with that commute time. So again, do some due diligence. If you have questions on it, reach out to me and I'll say, the commute time looks like this at noon. Well, here's what it's gonna be like at 4:30. And that may be too much for you. No, I'm not sweating. I just dropped my water bottle down my face.
Well, he's a good man. I'm just trying to help him out.
If you're a big shopper, there's Target, there's open Costco, places like that. But for shopping, Queen Creek really doesn't have it, other than your big box store. So I think for some, that may be a con. For me, I could care less, but I know for some of you love to shop. So that would be, a con for some of you. So those are just a few of the pros, a few of the cons of Queen Creek. Let me know, what do you think? What would be a huge pro for you, a huge con that maybe I didn't cover, or what is it you're looking for? And if you are looking to make the move, reach out. So I only have a few number of clients that I choose to work with at any given time, because we like to keep our level of service at a certain point and we don't want to take on too many. So if you're looking to make that move, reach out, see if we have room in our roster for you, and be happy to help. Follow me on Instagram, tag along me and my family, but all my contact info is below. And until next time, it's Rich Brecklin, your Arizona Realtor.